From being the fastest man alive on 2 feet, to chowing down on spicy chicken wings and watching TV, here's why Usain Bolt won't be returning to the track again. It's no secret Bolt's one of the greatest athletes of our generation, earning his nickname as the fastest man alive after blazing his way through the tracks and earning 8 gold medals in the Olympic Games. Bolt has more gold around his neck than Lil Jon could ever dream of. Did you know that along with winning 8 gold medals, Bolt set multiple records in the Olympics? He set the record for the men's 100 meters with an amazing time of 9.58 seconds, as well as the men's 200 meters at a staggering 19.19 seconds. Not surprisingly, with performances like that, fans couldn't wait to see what kind of show Bolt would put on for them. But unfortunately in 2017, it was time for Bolt to hang up his running shoes, and his retirement was felt across the sport. Nobody wanted to see the legend hang it up, and aside from a few races here and there, to keep his muscles toned and his blood pumping, Bolt kept to his word. He says he misses the sport, but doesn't see himself lacing up his shoes anytime soon. With little hope of him returning to the Olympic stage, fans are wondering what the legend's been up to since leaving the track. He's still a busy man, with many of the endorsement deals from his running days still active, because companies still want him to promote himself and their brands. Bolt has a lot on his plate and an open schedule to get to work. Did you know that back in 2013, Bolt signed a massive contract with Puma? It's a lifetime deal that nets him $10 million per year. With contracts like that attached to his name, you'd think Bolt would sit back in the Jamaican sun with a drink in one hand and a book in the other. But Bolt's having none of that, considering all the money he'd be leaving on the table. Besides the ludicrous contract he has with Puma, Bolt has plenty of other business endeavors to keep up with. In 2013, he opened a restaurant, and by the time 2021 rolled around, the restaurant blossomed into a multi-franchise chain, with 2 locations in Jamaica and 1 in the UK, with the hopes of growing further. Bolt's now trying to expand the chain into other countries, such as the United States and Japan. Since his retirement, he also dipped his toes into music, and man, does he ever have the lungs for it. Back in 2019, he released a track titled A Lamp Rose Rhythm to promote his own champagne brand, A Lamp Rose. This wasn't a one-time thing either. Since his retirement, Bolt's released 6 other tracks. His goal? Introduce Jamaican dancehall to an international audience. I don't know about you, but it seems that whether he's on the track or the stage, he knows how to put on a show and keep fans excited. Since he's no longer waking up in the morning to hit the track, he focuses all of his energy on promoting himself, his brand, and he's clearly a full-time businessman now. Reminds me of another legendary athlete, Michael Jordan. After Jordan's retirement from the NBA, the iconic basketball player launched Jordan brand shoes and is officially a billionaire. Could Bolt be thinking of something similar? All signs point to yes, especially when you consider that now Bolt has more to think about than his legacy. His biggest post-retirement moment came when he welcomed his firstborn into the world in May of 2021. Bolt's never been happier, and only 1 year after having his first child, he had a pair of twins born in June of 2022. 3 kids! My God, I don't think even the fastest man alive can keep up with that. Luckily for him, his partner of 7 years, Cassie Bennett, will be there to help him out and get some relief from the stresses of parenthood. Speaking of stress, did you know that one of the things Bolt loves to do to relieve stress and unwind is play soccer? Turns out he's a huge fan of the sport. I've got to say, I'm not all that surprised, considering the sport involves a ton of running. In fact, Bolt says he really wants to meet French soccer star Kylian Mbappe. Bolt's been a fan of Kylian's for some time and thinks he's one of the fastest players around. Hopefully for Mbappe's sake, Bolt doesn't challenge him to a race. Getting beat by a retiree while at your apex could be embarrassing. Did you know that wanting to meet Mbappe isn't the first time Bolt's expressed an interest in soccer? He tried his hand at going pro once and tried out for Australia's pro team, the Central Coast Mariners. Bolt spent 8 weeks working with the team and even had the opportunity to play in a few exhibition matches for the team. But pro soccer wasn't in the cards for him. Despite this, Usain still dabbles on the track and loves to get his blood pumping every now and then. Occasionally, he'll go hang out with his former coach, Glenn Mills, mainly to catch up, but also to argue about how fast he still is. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say still pretty damn fast. Even with prodding from his coach though, it seems Bolt no longer wishes to take part in racing. And with his wildly successful brands and businesses demanding so much of his attention these days, it seems there's little chance Bolt will find himself on the track again. But that doesn't mean Bolt isn't staying in shape. It'd be a pretty bad look if the man with the world's fastest 100-meter sprint was rocking a dad bod in photo shoots. So when Usain recently tried to get in the gym following his retirement, Bolt, he felt a big burden being lifted. He doesn't have to go hard in the gym every day, and his workout goals aren't anywhere near as demanding as they were while he was competing for gold medals in the Olympics. Basically, he just wants to get in shape for the summertime. But after a partnership with Peloton, he found himself getting up in the mornings and doing some light sessions on the stationary bike. If he wants to get some fresh air, he'll hit the track every now and then for a light jog. His main focus right now is grinding it out in the weight room, once or twice a week, with the help of a professional trainer. Bolt's doing squats, bench presses, bicep curls, shoulder presses, and other workouts in order to ensure he looks his best for various endorsement deals that keep coming his way. His biggest challenge, though, hasn't been getting a workout in. It's been trying to curb his appetite. At the height of his Olympic track career, he spent every day sticking to a strict nutrition plan. And after he retired, all he could do was fantasize about eating anything he wanted. But being an 8-time gold medal Olympian, he's no stranger to discipline. So he still tries to eat a lot of protein and vegetables to keep his nutrition in check. Like your average American though, lately he's been finding himself in front of the TV eating entire bags of chips. So for once, Usain Bolt and I have something in common. Did you know that one of his favorite cheat foods to indulge in is spicy chicken wings? Can't say I blame him there. Who doesn't love spicy chicken wings? Okay, maybe vegans, but I wouldn't consider spicy wings junk food. There's certainly worse things to eat. At the end of the day, he's an 8-time gold medalist who became the fastest man on the planet. And I think he deserves not only a break, but an opportunity to eat whatever he pleases. Nobody can catch him on the track. And in retirement, he's trying to keep that same spirit alive, taking the business world by storm. So there you have it, folks. From being the fastest man alive on 2 feet, to chowing down on spicy chicken wings and watching TV. That's why Usain Bolt won't be returning to the track again.